800-254-9506. Once again, use a card, they charge 5% more for that too.
The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
I'm going to make you a corporate millionaire, but you have to listen, learn. You got to do what I tell you to do. Is that all right? In front of you, this is what I did for me for many years. Now, I watch TikTok, Google, and all this blah, blah, blah. That's great. The problem is what their ideas are. Let's hold your hand. We got to get you the process and the rules and the tools. Now we can all talk about how I made my first million at 14 and a half. You can find that out too. When I started Helping Hand Industries, I was 9.5. You can verify that on the Secretary of State's website. 2.6 billion at 26. You see, I like auto income. Write it down, please. Auto income. We're going to talk about things. And again, you can't take pictures or record unless it's a page I want you to put in your cell phone. Click, go for it. I want you to get buckets of money. Is that okay if we get buckets of money? So we're going to talk about protecting your family and your assets. As we do this is live. If you have any questions, just type them out and I'll read them out and I'll answer your questions too. Please challenge me because I get bored very easily. So the bottom line is no pictures, no recording. The ultimate goal. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? I mean, I'm talking about Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and all this good stuff. What I've been doing for 46 years. I'm the oldest person in the personal business credit and certified by the NSCB. And I'm the one who helped set up the system in the first place. So you might want to listen and learn and turn these up today. We're going to play. Now, there's a donkey. It's a jackass. Ah, my ass. You see, here's your problem. Today, you got problems. What is it? You drive a car that's registered to you. And a bumpity bump, they're going to sue you and kind of screw you up. They're going to take away your house and all the goodies. Have you ever brought the pain home? See, when you get an asset, like a car or a house, you got to do the assignment of asset, assignment of equity. If you do that, the goal is it's protected in case somebody sues you and tries to screw you up. I want you to protect your ass. Yes, is that okay? I want you to protect your family. And I don't want you bringing the pain home ever again. So I'm going to talk about a blueprint. I like to get on the phone or Zoom with you. I like to tear apart your life in pieces. I want to talk about your past, present, future. I want to talk about good, bad, and ugly. Well, you got it. We all do. Did you have a friend or family member steal some money from you and rip you off? Did you spend thousands of crap that didn't work? Oh, well. How about family? How about a corporation? Well, I got an LLC. I hear that stupid answer every friggin' day. I don't have a corp. I don't understand, stupid. An LLC is a limited liability corporation of corporations. See, the problem is you spent thousands of dollars and didn't learn diddly squat. Did you know corporations are free? All you pay is the damn filing fee. From their divisions, I'm the guy that created the division process in the first place in 85, 86. Division didn't have your name on it. So guess what happens when they get screwed up? You throw the sucker away and you protect your corporate and your family. See, you're fighting for your life. Maybe you don't know that yet, but you will. Irrevocable trust. Oh, goody. We got a plan to live. We got a plan to die. The car. Huh. You're the registered owner. What a joke. The house should have bought through what? To the trust. What did you do? Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Oh, you forgot the homestead or the trust? That's okay. When they sue you, they take it away. And your family, when you're dead, they get stuck in a probate. And they got diddly squat. So the goal is residual income. Auto income, cash flow for you per time. It's amazing how people steal all the goodies you say. Hey, my book 46 years ago, paragraph 3, page 6, financial freedom. All right, cash flow for you per time. I know other ding-dongs try to use it too. Then we got to sue them and knock them down. I've had 2 clients murdered at their front door because of the stupid DMV, giving out driver's license addresses. Rebecca Schaeferville. The bottom line is they sold her driver's license information. He came to her front door and murdered her. God rest her soul. All right, I met her through Robin Williams at the last stop. All right, the ultimate goal. So guess what we get to do? I'd like you to take it very seriously today and stop bringing the damn pain home. I would like you to change your driver's license, your registration, your insurance. Today, if you're in a bumpity bump, you're handing some stranger your information, or Mr. Police Officer. All right, so understand something today. Driver's license, insurance, registration. You're highly intelligent. Why the hell are you giving out your home address? What's wrong with you? You're acting stupid, and you're not stupid. You give out your home address, shame on you. Sorry. That driver's license needs to be P.O. Box like it is in California, or mailing address. Insurance, same thing. Registration, same thing. See, when they sue you in a bumpity bump, they sue the registered owner. It should be a division. Right now, I want you to use P.O. Box and mailing address. Don't give your information to a stranger or the police officer too. You got choices today. I'm going to build you $1 million of credit. My way. Cash credit, corporation. You see, the problem with you is you basically got one and you bring the pain home all the time. If we use corporate credit, we get to write off the interest rate and credit card. That means it's borrowed money. We don't pay tax. And then we buy our lifetime income. Just like I said before, I had 22,000 payphones as a kid. I had my 19 houses. They said I couldn't get number 20. I listened to them say no, didn't like it, so I found another way. I transferred my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem. You see, getting to million to billion for me wasn't very hard to do. I like to give you my blueprint. I like you to pay attention. I like you to get your cake and eat it too and have Ray's rules. Become a certified CFO and never bring the damn pain home. Your choice. Me, I was born in a freaking taxi. She didn't want me. She was 15 and a half years old. My journey, she stuck me in the damn trash can. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. She's telling the world she's helping the kids. All she's doing is using and abusing me. Your story today can begin with me if you want. And I can make sure you don't bring the damn pain home ever again. Is that okay? So understand, draw that diagram in front of you. Here's the corporation, here's divisions. We're going to look at Bank of America in your city or state. They bankrupt locations called branch numbers. They take the money and the assets and write off in their taxes. That's what basically Bank of America does. Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. How about Sam's Club? How about Geico? How about cities? See, your problem is you allow yourself to be you and one under the SSM. I'd like you to do another thing for me, please. Write down, stop bringing the pain home. I'd like you to basically become a certified CFO. I'm going to put you through my process and train you to do that and certify you personally. Is that okay? The ultimate goal, change your brain mindset into million. But I need you to look behind the curtain. Mrs. Hope would drop me off Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 in the morning. She'd roll down her window and she says, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave there to die. She started doing that when I was 3.5 years old. You understand? I ran over to the light. What did I do? I stole off the pier. You'd have a trash can. I got caught the 3rd day. Ah! Man says 2 things. All right, I can call the police or I can take out my trash. Which one do you think I'm going to pick? During that time from 3.5 years old to 9.5 years old, I was known as Boy on the pier. Boy, clean out the chum bucket. Boy, take out my trash. Even all the owners knew me, like Tony's in the restaurant. What do? I went to his ranch in Palos Verdes every Sunday and Saturday, shoveling what? Horse and cow, what? I'm hustling for money. But there's one thing I did. All right, being used and abused, I paid attention. I listened. Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, Rat Beach. They got money. I want my money too. I gathered magazines. I want to study rich and famous people. That's what I got to do. So today, your personal credit, you're going to put a sticky in the back of your card. Write this down. You're going to write down the limit. We're going to dummy proof this. You're going to write down 25%, 29%. You're going to create a line of defense. Then you're going to find out these cards here go up and down as you jack them up. Oh, what did you do? You jacked them up. You got stuck. You couldn't get any more. And you backed yourself in a corner and you hocked your house, called being silly and stupid. What do you need to do? Simple. These two cards don't fluctuate. That means if we use these cards together, we can maintain a 750 score the rest of our lives. No one on planet Earth should have shitty credit in the first place. They do it for the lack of knowledge. T or W started it all. Thomas Raymond Woolridge made bicycle parts. And then they got information business. I got to train Ken Yarborough, security chief of them. When I drew the first one of these, it was pretty simple. It was good, fair, or hell no. So if we look at the cards that basically do what? Fluctuate, and the ones that don't, it's a combination. We can have a 750. I call this rules and tools. Can you pay attention today? I can rebuild anybody to 750 score if you allow me to do what I get to do. So it's up to you. So we get to play. The blueprint call. Remember, past, present, future, family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, car, house, income, cash flow fee per time. I want you to think about something. If you got the guts, all right, and you want to play, I'd like to put you in a program called coaching, 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months to get you to millionaire. What I'd like you to think about on the 6 weeks program is I want to make sure 6 weeks, we're going to give you all kinds of credit. We're going to give you a blueprint. We're going to give you 25,000 cash credit, expedited rapid, a corporation with 9 divisions, you don't have it, and all the workshops level 1, 2, and 3, and specialty classes too. Now the goal for you is to get your hands dirty. I need you to understand something today. You did not look behind the curtain. You've been following ducks and sheep. So do you want to enhance your income or replace it? That'll be up to you. Getting your hands dirty. Because you've been hiring people to do things for you and accepting what they're going to do, and they let you down every time, and you don't know what they're doing because you don't know diddly squat. Sorry, it's true. I'm going to teach you rules and tools. You're going to be smarter than they are. You're going to get your hands dirty. From there, I'm going to make you a certified CFO. Ultimate goal. From there, corporation. Let's study this right now. This is what I heard at Mrs. Hope's house on a Wednesday night. They have a poker game every Wednesday night. They said a corporation is a legal person. I was 7.5. The ultimate goal, I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. Rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. From there, they basically said to the library next door, "Ma'am, what does this mean?" She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, "It's a microfiche. Here's a book." I read the book. What good is that? You've been reading the books too. Why didn't you create a damn blueprint for you in your life? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up. Now understand, if you have a corporation today, it may sue or be sued. So the ultimate goal is learning how to play the game to win. See, you think a corporation is going to protect you. It does not. That's not what it's for. But the ultimate goal, understand, like Helping Hand Industries, I stayed at that library for 2 years. I sent $10 away to the Secretary of State's website, all right, their address, basically, and I got a corporation and came back. I was 9.5. Can you imagine? I mailed it off and it came back and I go, whoa, what the hell? I'm 9.5 years old. I got over $100,000 of credit cards came in the mail. What am I going to do? I got named in the movie Dave. So the ultimate goal, I had a problem when I was 12.5. You see, I used the word Braille. I didn't realize it belonged to the Braille Institution. So I got sued and named in a lawsuit. This proved to me when a corporation is sued, they sue you because you're a duck and a sheep. You're the voice for the corporation. Your goal is to never bring the pain home. So as we played this game, when they kept saying when I was a little boy, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket," I asked what that meant. You know what they came back and said? Me. They couldn't answer the damn question. I thought the grown-ups were stupid when I was a little kid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. All right, the ultimate goal is understand how to play. So we're going to put our ducks in a row. I'm going to get you a corporation worth $1 million, and you're going to stop bringing the pain home. Will that be okay? Now let's understand a list. You have a goal list. If not, you need to create one. I'll help you do that too. Then on that list, daily list, weekly list, monthly list. We also need a project list. See, the only way you're going to reach your goal is somebody's going to help you with all the rules and tools and the steps how to go get there. And that's the goal. I promised myself I'd never get married and have kids, or unless I had a foolproof program. Once I developed my foolproof program for me, I got a wife, 6 kids, and 10 grandkids, one on the way. So what are we going to do? I need you to listen and learn how to play the game to win. Your biggest mistake is you didn't understand the SS5 form. By the way, most of you didn't know what the hell that is anyway. You fill out an SS5 for the SSN when you're 14 to 16, and that's for your 1040 tax return. If you didn't do it, mommy did it in 71, because that's when Nixon took the gold standard out. All right, understand something. You got one number, all right, you're using it for credit purposes. You're not even supposed to use it for ID purposes. But a bunch of ding-dongs in the 90s did this, and they followed along from creditors. It's called We the People. All right, we get a number. From there, we have to compare SS5 to SS4. See, they're both IRS. Did you know that too? Line 1 in front of you says legal name of entity, individual person. Do you realize the only form the IRS ever created for credit and banking purposes was the SS4, and you haven't paid attention, period? And there's 26 ways to use the damn form in the first place? Put your hands like this. Tax, 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 and prove it when you're dead. See, when the time of death is for the state and the government to know. They call the time of death for state and federal government because you can't take your stuff with you. That means they don't want to make sure your friends and family will steal when you're dead. The SS4 was created for what? If you're taxable, because you're profitable. Not profitable, not taxable. Why don't we put your name right there? Now, if you don't file tax returns, you're a crook. Go to prison. That's why Wesley Snipes went to 3 years in prison, $5 million fine. So you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. There's no peekaboo. You got to know the rules and tools. Write down irs.gov. Write it down, and then basically look at the 1244 form. Did you know you and the corporation can convert under the 1244, no matter if it's C or LLC, and you can file one tax return called single filing, and not pay any tax up to $3 to $5 million bucks, almost no tax at all? Would that be okay if we play my way for a while? But understand, the United States of America Incorporated, they got 50 corps, 50 states, cities, and cities. See, they planned the bankruptcy. That's why they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy you've never heard of, too. We got choices. We the people, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person, and they say we get to play and stop bringing the damn pain home. So let's write down division of me. See, I don't do things the way you did it. All right, I don't bring the pain home like you because I think that's called stupid. You're not stupid. Half the world in this world is freaking lazy. The other half had to see it, believe it, go get it. If we take that form right there, legal name of entity or individual person, let's put your name there. How about a corporation? How about a division? How about a subsidiary? How about we build $1 million of cash credit and give you corporate umbrella? How about we learn to buy things correctly? Lamborghini, $1 million car. Here's the key. Simple. Payment $6,800 a month when I first got it. And if I buy it under me and they take it away, that means they're going to report it to my credit bureaus. I'll have shitty credit. They report it to the IRS as a 1099-C, so I have double shitty credit. You see, I learned a long time ago when I developed rules and tools and basically the division process. So I basically had to maintain my 22,000 payphones, my laundromats, my dry clean, my franchises, my donut stores, my shopping centers, and everything else. If I got a bad piece, you know what I get to do? The 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Put that sucker over here. If I can't save it within 6 months under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt it and throw the sucker away. That's what Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo do, cities and states, and basically dry cleaning and laundromats and even grocery stores. See, your problem is you. When you buy and lease a building, you lease it as a division. So if I have a division that gets the asset, and I guarantee it's the division, the only thing that gets screwed up is the division, never the corp of my family. Every property you get should be a division. You don't know which one's going to fall and sue you and screw you up. SS4 is how to receive money and not pay tax till you're profitable. The ultimate goal. The daisy chain of credit process. One card, Fair Lending Act, can create 99 more cards. That's how you finance the business. You don't steal from your family because doing that's called stupid. And you're not stupid. What you did was probably stupid. Look at your corp today. Please. Find it online. You'll find your name in your office list and you're on the bank account. When they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. What do we get to do? We get to put our ducks in a row. When they sue the corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense? So that way, if they sue us, they can't screw us up. Would that be okay if we play my way for a while? I think your way sucks. So this is just a couple goodies out of millions and billions. But you don't do this till you bet $10 million, the ultimate goal. So we get to play. Now understand, add you to my credit system. That $5 million mansions is one of the ones in Huntington Harbor. Had to get the largest UDOT course. And they got properties on 5 islands too. Why? Why not? So you don't have your time. By the way, your time has you. So understand, I have no excuses. Every time I hear some idiot say white man can't jump, what are you talking about? I broke the record in 1981 for the highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. My ass is higher than a 6-foot locker. I kicked the light out and hit my head that night. No excuses for anybody. If you want to play, you can go to some classes starting tomorrow. You see, I do classes on Friday and Saturday, all through the day. And I got everything I want, don't you? Isn't it about time you learn to play my way? The ultimate goal. And always check out racecredit.com. Now, flippity-dippity-doos. I had a problem. I realized the buyer's a liar, the agent, the broker too. I hired the contractor. He hires a subcontractor that's down outside Home Depot. They're all trying to steal my money. When I was 21, I decided to become the damn bank. You see, the first car I sold, you know what I did? I sold the car, he gave me a deposit, gonna go to his credit union. I said, stop, I have a division that'll finance your balance. No problem. You know what I did for 7 years? I got $413 a month for 7 years for going, beep. When I did the first house, I got $1,200. I was trying to get $1,000 a month because that was to pay my bills to free up my time. That's my ultimate goal that I designed for me. So let's understand. If we get an apartment complex, I want to split deed that sucker. I want to do an assignment of mortgage. I want you to understand, if you get a real estate system designed for millions and billions, financial system too, what is that going to do? Very simple. Buckets of money, tax balance, and become the bank. How about the assignment of asset? Is that okay? So I like to make you a money-making machine. That means we're going to look at kind of goodies like this, and we're going to go see it, believe it, go get it. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, the U-Docks, the yachts and the race boats with my name on it too. Isn't that fun? Even the Duffys. So even the big buildings and the Lamborghinis too. We get to play my way for a while. I think your way sucks, sorry to say. I'd like to get to the million to billion. But the ultimate goal, there I am in 81. I kicked out the lights that night, and the Guinness Book of Records came and said, where's the wires? Is it possible? And he goes, that's a aluminum building. No blank, Sherlock. So there's no excuses for you. I want to play with you on Monday through Saturday, every damn week until I get you there, personally. So the word no does not mean no. You see, when I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night, I sold the Millionaire's Founders Kit, literally for $5,000 a set. So let's talk about this boot camp coming up. It's coming up in March. So you could play with me if you want to. We're going to tear apart all the 18 books and CDs. So any pieces you're missing, master those too. So what are we going to do? 3 days you're stuck with me live and in person or online. I'm only letting 25 people come into the room because I don't want them over talking themselves too. So what happens is 3 days in person or online, we're going to play. We're going to give you bonuses of level 1, 2, 3 and specialty classes too for 90 days. And then we're going to basically decide what you want to do from your level you want to get into. So if you get into it and you wanted 50,000 credit with those boot camp, the ultimate goal, we're going to give you 3 private calls with me. And then we're going to charge you literally $5,000. The ultimate goal. If you just wanted basically 25,000 of credit and 2 calls, then we're going to charge you literally, all right, literally from there $3,000. If we turn around today and we basically want only 10,000 with those 3 days, we're going to give you basically 1 call, and we're going to charge you $2,000. Then you're stuck with me for 3 days. Got it? Now take a picture. It's called Zell. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If you ever want to use a card, you just email you want to use a card. Then we'll process it right away too. Now, again, there's that map. Corporation and divisions. Banks, grocery stores, and cities, and Geico? Why didn't you look behind the curtain? Why don't you stop bringing the pain home? Why don't you become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status? I created my first blueprint when I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. So as we play, you have a corporation today. Oh, goody for you. I'll package it for you. I'll teach you how to stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. Repackage you. If not, I'll hand you one for free. You just pay your filing fee. So again, I've been incorporating rich and famous people all my life. 46 years, even a couple of presidents too. They listen better than you. So here's what you did. You had a kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. We're going to start a business, honey. Let's go jack them up, drop the score, get stuck, can't get any more. Let's hawk the house and be silly and stupid. Well, that's what you did. The reality is you never had to do that. So the goal is what? Never bring the pain home. Is that okay if I repackage your whole life? Right down to today's day, we're going to focus on 90 working days to see it, believe it, go get it. Winning the game of business, all right, my design and everything I did for me 46 years ago, paragraph 3, page 6. Financial freedom, cash flow for you, your time. There I am in a coma. Damn, you ever had a shitty day? My wife wanted to take one of my yachts in the backyard to watch the fireworks with a group of people that came from basically out of country. One had a virus. There I am. I died at 5:41. Kind of sucks. You know what? She told him at the office he's going to die. Ron drove a U-Haul truck to the office, steal my books and CDs. Tom sold my websites and my phone numbers to a damn porn site. Never call the phone number, please. So the ultimate goal, guess what? Don't trust people around you all the time. Always be on your watch. Now the SS5 is right there. That created SSN in 1040. This means very simple to play the game. We're going to compare it again to the SS4. Legal name of entity, individual person. Banks, grocery stores, and cities, bankrupt locations, keep the assets and the money and take it on their taxes. You, we, the people, we bring the pain home and go, boo-hoo-hoo. Is it about time you understand? The only form the IRS ever created for banking or credit purposes was the SS4. It even says it on the damn form right in front of you. Per entity. Now, if you allow me to rebuild you, we're going to do it my way for a while. Corporations allowed to do 4 things under Ray's rules. We're going to buffer tax, corporate credit write-off, car fleet price, all right, or hotel free buffet. The divisions do everything. Line of defense, they're cheap. They're multiple functions, buy wholesale price, and multiple credit reports and separate liability. We're going to create a line of defense. In case anybody wants to sue us and screw us up, we're going to protect our corporate and our family and never bring the damn pain. Got it? We're going to build a corporate umbrella. I'm going to set the credit reports for you into tax ID because I'm allowed to do it in 5 minutes or less. You want some goodies yet? Not just good as I obtained. So I like to analyze you. I like to do a rapid refresh and rapid rescore that I invented 40 years ago with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. And I want to shoot your score up and away. But again, you're going to have to do what I tell you to do. Is that okay? Now, here's a problem. You're on the national mailing list. You are. You're a voter like me, probably. They sell that list 412 times a year. Why don't you call 888-567-8688 and opt out for 5 years or a lifetime? Maybe you have a cable bill or a corporation. See, you're on the national mailing list. That's how you get robocalls and junk mail. So once again, that phone number is right in front of you. Why don't you call it later today? Is that okay? So I want to repackage your whole life. That's the ultimate goal. So as we play this game, I want you to plan the problem. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You spent thousands on the crap, didn't work. Now you're stuck with me, creating safety credit. That's sticky on the back of the card. Line of defense. If we play my way, the way the dashboards are set up now, they all followed suit. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. I'm the one who designed that years ago. They followed along. What are we going to do? Balance our debt so we can become a certified CFO. All cards, 25-29% rule. From there, very simple. These 2 cards don't fluctuate ever, and you can max them out $1 million as long as you maintain a payment. That means your score will never go below 750 ever again if you play the rules and tools that I created for me, and now you can use them for you. Ultimate goal. Now take a picture of these here. Click. Let's say you jacked up your credit over here. All right. Debt consolidation is a piece of crap. Doesn't work nowadays. You file bankruptcy, screws you up even more. So what do? We create supply credit to turn it into cash. And then we balance our debt. We man up, woman up, and take responsibility. From there, you lose your job, have an emergency. What happens next? Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they jack it up and drop the score, can't get any more. I've never seen so many stupid things in my life. The ultimate goal. So guess what? You need $5,000 now. It's simple. Go ask your friends, family, and the bank. They're all going to say no. This $5,000 card in my hand, the payment is $50 a month. The average person pisses away $50 every other day. They say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 off a corporate credit card. Write it all off. So what happens? You can buy a pizza restaurant during a pandemic and never bring the pain home. Again, we get to play my way. I guess white men do jump. Nixon took the gold standard out. So I need you to write down Ray's rules. Very simple. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, never the corp in my family, and I have no intent to do fraud. That's what you should do to get your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the damn pain home. Got it? We're going to play my way for a while because I think your way, sucks. There I am, dead in the coma. Google the address, say I'm telling you the truth. From there, I've been in 2 comas so far in my life. One, I was crippled at 5.5, and Jesus said, get up, got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. Seems like the devil's trying to knock us down, but God's delays aren't God's denials. So the goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty, because your way, sucks. Mine works. So if you want to go to my boot camp, it's in person. There's only 25 people allowed in the room, or you can go online, or we're going to take apart the 18 books and CDs. Millionaires Founders Kit, Real Estate System for Billions, and Financial System too. We're going to spend 3 days tearing it all apart. That's the ultimate goal. So what's going to happen? Of course, we're going to get bonuses. That's half the fun. 90 days of level 1, 2, 3, and specialty classes too. So what happens is you have 3 ways, 3 levels to get into it. 50,000 in credit with the 3 days, 3 phone calls with me, 5,000. If you want to get basically 25,000 in credit, 2 calls, it's 3,000. If you want to do the $10,000 in the 3 days in 1 call, it's 2,000. So this way you can go click and say to get in there. But you're stuck with me in person or online. And that's a Zelle, bank transfer deposit. If you ever want to use a card, you just email me too. So the goal is simple. It's like coaching. See, all the things you see on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, that's great. If that person talking to you isn't the one personally holding your hand every step of the way and teaching you how to get to the ultimate goodies, it's not going to work. Okay, so guess what? 3 months of coaching. Let's line you up and position you right. 6 months. All right, 12 months. Let's focus on $5 million business. From there, let's get into basically the businesses that run by themselves. Auto income, third-party management. Very simple, like EV charging stations, real estate under the divisions. Corporations, illegal what? Person? But it can sue you, and you can sue somebody else too? Divisions allow us multiple functions, the way I designed it in 85, 86. Got a problem with a piece, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. You got a bad tenant, what do we get to do? We still get to build cash and supply credit. So what am I willing to sacrifice when I build my line of defense? A division, never the corp in my family. If you allow my system to get you the tax ID, I'm allowed to set up instantly to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian credit reports. I'm allowed to build you cash credit. From there, line you up for some checkbook money. And that's the ultimate goal, checkbook money. So divisions get to multiply what you're trying to do. They also become the ducks and the sheep. In my book called Buckets of Money, I had some problems. I had $53 million of credit. They started to shrink some limits. I didn't like that. You have a corp today? Check it out, please. Put your ducks in a row. They sue it today, they sue you. That kind of sucks. I want you to build your line of defense, the ultimate goal. I want you to understand I created something called daisy chain of credit. 1 card, let's go get 9 more, turn it to $1 million. We get to play in lines of credit too. Not easy, but I can teach you to play 89 ways to use the division too. We get to play. Each corp should have 9 divisions. You should have 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. A division, we set up the tax ID, 2,000 of history, ability, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and I charge $499 per division, 3 for $14.97. It's a Zelle. And if you need to, you can call the office at 800-254-9506, or you can basically email me. You would like to use a card too. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? The ultimate goal, we get to play. And you know what? I rode with Neil Diamond a couple times on the Love Ride too. Isn't this fun? Never getting these goodies to about 10 million. From there, we should have what? $5 million of checkbook money and $1 million of cards for the corporation. So if I rebuild you here and I go over here to the green spark, unlimited up to 100,000, then two sisters for 30, there's 160. What if we did it times 9? Is that $1 million yet? How about the B of A? How about the Wells Fargo? How about we get the ink cards? How about we get to play in the gold and up to $5 million of credit too? So understand, I'd like you to learn about checkbook money. Your bank, as long as you have a 2-year division or corporation, unsecured up to 150. And here's my 5 favorite ones too. I call this checkbook money. From there, it's up to $5.4 million of credit. See, that's how you finance the business. You don't steal the money from the family because that makes no sense. All that does is hurt the family. I call it silly and dumb, sorry to say. The other thing, we have to repackage you. Your registration of your car right now is you. A car is fleet price tax ID division. It's not the fact of writing it off. The fact is, who's the registered owner? That's the duck and the sheep. Ultimate goal. So today, all right, when you drive a car, remember, what did you do? You get your paycheck. That's taxable income. Then you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. Then you should be yelling no and use the company to pay for it for you. And what do we get to do? Pretty simple. You drive a company car. It's like pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. That's what rich and famous people do every day. And any bumpity bump, you know what they sue? The division. The way I want to package you. Right now, they're going to sue you and they can knock you down and take everything you got too. My way, they get diddly squat. Is that okay? I like diddly squat and never bring the pain home. See, if you lose your house or car, you know what they do? Give you shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you got double shitty credit. Sorry to say it. Buy a car, fleet price, tax ID. Anyway, you save $50,000 or plus. Okay. From there, what happens when you get in a bumpity bump or get pulled over by Mr. Policeman again? Driver's license, insurance, registration, please. I want them changed to a P.O. box or mailing address again. I want you to protect you and your family. All it takes is one son of a biscuit to sue you, screw you up. What do? We get the cash credit to finance the dream. What do? We buy the lifetime income. We write it all off and we get too rich and famous too. But again, that's how you get your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. Ultimate goal. So if I gave you $1 million check today, what would you do? You're going to go, I want to buy a house and a car. I'd say, stop the crap. Reference 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million. That's what you need to do. All right, your business doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. So make sure it keeps growing up and away. That's how the game is played. So again, we look at you won the lottery. What are you going to do? Simple. What's now? Now what? The attorney and CPA are going to tell you put in your personal account and you pay tax on all the interest you earn. I'm going to say put it in the division of you. Then go to the bank and sit there with the banker and basically borrow against it. You create a debt. Borrow money is not taxable. You turn this into million to billion. 11 cities file bankruptcy. United States of America, cities and states, Chapter 9 bankruptcy. And you could have did the same thing, but you didn't pay attention. Well, that's on you. Google bankruptcy today, please. Who's going to be the duck the next time you have an oh shit day? You, your corporation, or your division or subsidiary? Plan the problem. Then you're prepared for it. Add you to my credit system. I'd like to build you $1 million of credit if you allow me to. Up to that $1 million. So we can play. Beat your doubt, run your race. In other words, get the hell out of my way or you build you my way for a while. I don't really want you to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do. Getting past go. I think you're stuck. God's gift. Race boats and yachts with my name on them too. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and big buildings as well. Remember, you buy a house, don't put 2 people on the loan. Please don't create debt to ratio or the car. If you screw it up, they're going to report it IRS 1099-C. Every property you get should be a division because you don't know which one's going to fall and sue you and screw you up. House payments offsetting the taxes. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first $10 billion. Now they don't pay tax, so they're worth a couple trillion now too. How to play the game to win. See, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. From there, we watched him borrow $44 billion from 3 banks and buy Twitter and screw it up in 3 weeks. I think he's twiddly-dee, twiddly-dum, but he's got a spaceship. Oh, well, so does the other guy. So does the other guy. So you could join the club and you could win the battle if you want to. Apple filed bankruptcy in 97. They were broke. They out of business. How did they get saved? Well, Bill Gates had to get stepped down as president. He got indicted 4 times. Why? Because they said he was running a monopoly. In other words, he was smarter than everybody else. The government didn't like that. So he took a $150 million line of credit, handed it to Apple, and said, pay the bill. See, borrow money is not taxable. So you could play the game too, as long as you study rich and famous people, learn what they do. What did I do? Here's Equifax. During the pandemic, they was all screwed up. All right, all inaccurate kind of crap everywhere. But their spokesperson said, just go get refinanced. I like to kick him in the shins. To refinance a house is $18,000. So let's understand. Run your life, all right, to the corporation in conjunction. All right, your goal is simple, to protect your assets too. Your house, it's like anything else today. If you have a house, hopefully you did what? Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Not in a trust, when they sue you, they take it away. When you're dead, they get stuck into probate. Your family got dilly squat. When you hire the contractor, they hire the subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot. They're all going to try to steal your goodies. My way, they get dilly squat. Think about the irrevocable trust too, please, so we can play and stop bringing the pain home. Wesley Snipes, he was good, all right? Screwed up his career and his life. He played peekaboo. The IRS made him ass. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine. You can't play peekaboo. The IRS making him ass. Simple. Richard, one survivor, the first show, didn't listen to me too. Referenced it to 15 million. The CPA says you get to keep 375. The rest goes to the IRS. He said, hell no. So listen to anybody else. What did he do? Pissed it away. 3.5 years in federal prison. All right, 3.5 years and 10 years probation. You violated that too. So today, I like to save you 70% everything you do. I like you to use some OPM money. I designed it years ago. You don't pay a bill up to 90 days. What do we get to do? Very simple. We get to leverage money to 15 million. Close an escrow, borrow money not taxable, line of defense. Isn't that the goal? Blackjack. Become a certified CFO. The goal is to repackage people like Humpty Dumpty. So let's understand, if you want to go to my boot camp coming up live and in person, all right, 25 people get to go in person. The other ones are online. Very simple. We're going to tear apart the 18 books and CDs. We're going to play and teach you all the pieces you're missing. So today, it's very simple. There's 3 levels to fit your budget. You'll get 50,000 in credit and all the goodies for 3 days. All right, you get 3 phone calls for 5,000. If you want only 25,000, you get 2 calls and it's 3,000. If you want basically 1 call and 10,000 as a bonus, you're going to get that for $2,000 and all the goodies in the classes too. So it's a Zell, ultimate goal. And you can always email me you want to use a card if you don't Zell. I have no excuses, neither do you. I got classes all through Saturday and all through Friday too. You get to play. I have everything I want. Why don't you? The ultimate goal, creating billions and billions through corporate structure. Specialty classes are in rotation. Tomorrow's about real estate. You want calls with me? It's simple. 15 minutes. It's an answer Q&A. From there, it's basically a blueprint call. It's an hour with your partner of life. And the next thing is coaching is where we get auto income. So if you want some bonus money and some good some things here and grant money, that's through the nonprofit program. Would you like a couple $100,000? They're giving away billions, government, state, city, and federal government. Credit, loan, and money. If you run your business like I want to design for you, corporation, all right, does no business, builds credit, it's going to have a division for franchise, 1 for apartment complex. You're going to create a line of defense, the line of defense. From there, you're going to get financial freedom, all right, and you're going to learn to get auto income from $10,000 to $100,000 a month. Now, if you want $25,000 of credit, it's 10%, $2,500. We give you 10 times your investment. If you want a discount, it's $19.99 through me tonight. 50,000, very simple. It's 5,000, 10 times your investment. Now, what do? We build it up and away, and we give you $39.99 today. If you want $100,000 of credit, it's normally 10,000, 10 times your money. Tonight, it is $69.99 if you want that too. It's simple. It's a Zelle, or you can email. You want to use the card. Simple. See, my biggest problem having $53 million of credit years ago, which I have today too, and more, they were starting to shrink my limits. It's like, no, I don't want to lose it. So I decided to research and find out the corporation can loan money privately. For every $50,000, I brought in $2,400 a month. I can design my own income, which you can do too. There's my matrix in my book called Buckets of Money. That's auto income, 41 divisions. If you want to get into a coaching program, I got to blueprint you and go through everything first. Blueprint call with you and your spouse is $9.99 by itself. If you got into business I want you to get into, I call it auto income. Usually you can invest about $40,000 in a dry cleaner, okay, an EV station or something, up to $10,000 a month. See, we want the auto income coming in. The $100,000, usually $45,000 a month. $250,000, $75,000 a month. So we're going to focus on businesses you're going to buy through the corporation divisions, but you're not going to run them. We're going to have third party run them all. So you're going to create your goal list, daily list, weekly list, and project list. We're going to make sure you understand auto income. These are the ones that I like the best. They seem to make a lot of money without you have to do much anything besides to invest money. And I'll build you the credit so you can invest it. Real estate franchise storage units. So you have a 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. The 6 weeks is very simple. We're going to give you $25,000 in credit, expedite rapid, corporation with 9 divisions. You don't have them already. All workshops, level 1, 2, and specialty. It's normally going to cost you $11,560 and $596. Tonight it is basically I'm cutting half price because I don't get a commission and I'm not on payroll. Very simple. If you did it tonight, it is $49.99. There's your 6-week program. From there, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506. Send us our Ray today, right away, and this is the price you just gave me. Simple. It's a Zelle, or you can email the office you want to use a card. Now, here's a project. This is an apartment complex. They want $3 million. Okay, what do? We build the lines of credit to go get the money. It's 10% down. Now, once we get it, we have basically income at $13,452. Problem is, one of those tenants can sue you and screw you up and knock you over again. If you do it my way, we're going to split deed them all. We're going to become the bank and assignment of mortgage. Now you get $76,800. That means you reverse the liability too. You can sue them, they can't sue you. The ultimate goal. So if we're going to do any type of 3, 6 months, 12 months coaching, your goal should be $5 million. 3 months is to line you up. 6 months, you should have your first unit. 12 months, you should have multiple units, as long as you do what you're told to do. From there, the goal is up to $50,000 a month income. We put you in all classes and rapid rescore and basically in calls with me. Now, what do we do next? We want to make sure we do what? Analyze you every 7 days. On the phone call, go over the projects, all right, and things we're going to do, projections and daisy chain credit. And the ultimate goal for a 3 months program, it's $8,000. From there, I'm going to build you actually $150,000 of credit, so that way you get to double your money. From there, if you did the 6 months, it's $15,000. 6 months from there, I'm going to build you $300,000, or normally cost you $30,000. The 12 months program is $30,000, and I build you $500,000 of credit. Ultimate goal. It's a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or card. I don't take payments on 3, 6, or months, 12 months at all. It's paid in full. You don't do it at all. From here, referrals, we build more credit, or we'll give you 10%. But they ought to name your name when they sign up. If not, they kind of blew it for you. The ultimate goal. Here's that corporation with divisions. Banks and grocery stores and Samsung and Geico do this. And you can stop bringing the pain home. You can become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain, looking behind that curtain, and learn to play my way for a while. See, we got to stay safe and strong and do our best as Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal. So let's understand tonight you have the ability to change your life. I'll be online all day tomorrow, having fun too. You want to call the office on my offer tonight, 800-254-9506. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.